Alright, welcome back to the channel, guys. So on deck today is a sort of a little accuracy test with the Glock Gen 4 MOS, the Glock 19. What we have is a Glock factory threaded barrel and then an AAC threaded barrel. Now the AAC barrel is sporting a TBRC mini comp, and the RMRs we have on the Glock factory, we have the RMO6, and on the compensated AAC barrel we have the RMO8. So unfortunately I have different RMRs on these because they're kind of for different purposes, so that may make a difference in the accuracy results. But basically all we want to see is there any significant accuracy difference between an OEM barrel and this aftermarket AAC barrel. Now the AAC barrel is a traditional rifling versus the Glock's polygonal, and also AAC markets this as a duty chamber, so it's not match grade, and that was one of the reasons I selected it. And I can say to date, I think I put about 600 or 700 rounds through it now, of various types, including low-powered Freedom Munitions type ammunition, and I haven't had any malfunctions. So I'm not expecting match grade accuracy out of either. I'm also not a bullseye shooter, so I'm not expecting to shoot one hole anyway. But what we want to see is, for me anyway, is there any difference between this aftermarket barrel with traditional rifling and the Glock factory. I should also state the AAC barrel is a 1 in 16 twist. The Glock is a 1 in 10, I believe. So we'll see if there's any difference there as well. We'll be using just some cheap laser brass, it's the 115 grain, Remington white box, again 115 grain, and some Spear Lawman 147 grain. So we'll go ahead and try this out at 25 yards and see what we get. Alright, so we're going to do 5 rounds of each type of ammunition with the OEM barrel, and then we'll switch over and try the aftermarket barrel. I think I'm just going to time lapse through all this so I don't bore you to death, but I'll show you the results at the end. Alright, so we're downrange looking at the results. We have all our rounds marked up. So this was the OEM barrel, and this was the AAC barrel. Blazer. This was Remington, and this was the Spear Lawman and the Spear Lawman. Overall, it looks like the Spear Lawman is obviously a higher quality round. Definitely you can tell the accuracy difference, but really it looks like everything's within about 1/4 to 1/2 inch of each other. So it doesn't look like there's, at this point, like there's any significant difference between the OEM barrel and the aftermarket barrel. Looks like they're shooting both about the same. We'll go ahead, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do this 5 more on each, so I can get a good 10-shot group and see if there's any difference. But looking at this, it looks like any difference is going to be the shooter margin of error. So, all right, I'll go ahead and try this one more time though, just to get some more data points. All right, so I went ahead and fired 5 more rounds, and I actually found something kind of interesting. So we have everything marked up, and it looks like it shoots about the same with the Blazer again, but the Remington out of the AAC barrel really gets some wild flyers. I thought maybe it was me at first, so I went and reshot up here. This is actually the Blazer, because I wanted to see if there was any really significant difference. Again, the Blazer grouped about the same, and it grouped about the same as it did with the OEM, but the Remington, and I have them marked up, had flyers that kind of really opened it up. So the AAC barrel does not seem to like that Remington stuff much at all. The OEM barrel, we had a flyer here from the Remington with the OEM barrel, but it's still grouped better overall with the Remington, no doubt. With the Blazer, this was actually a Remington. With the Blazer, it's about the same. Not much difference going on with the Blazer ammo between OEM and AAC. The one thing I did note, the Spear Lawman out of the AAC barrel does shoot a little better than the OEM. So I went ahead and confirmed that by firing up here with 10 more rounds. And as you can see, they stayed nice and clustered up. So the Lawman definitely shoots best out of the AAC. It shoots best also out of the OEM. Definitely a higher quality round, but it seems like the OEM was a little more consistent with each brand, whereas the AAC, again, it shot about the same with the Blazer, but did not like the Remington, but it really liked the Lawman. So there you go. I don't know if there's too much you can glean from that, other than you'll definitely want to try different rounds if you're actually looking for if you're shooting past 10-15 yards. You'll definitely want to test out your ammo to see what's actually grouping best, because that is a significant difference, especially with this Lawman. So if you were shooting a competition or anything like that, that would make a difference, no doubt. So overall though, doesn't look like there's a tremendous difference between the OEM and the aftermarket. The aftermarket shot best overall with the 147, but the OEM shot more consistently with all brands, and the aftermarket shot worse with the Remington, and about the same with the Blazer. All right, so take that for what it is. If you guys like this kind of content, you want to see more, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Share the video if you would, if you haven't already. And I do appreciate the comments, guys, but as always, please keep those comments professional. I'll see you guys next time.